I love the clouds, the way they move, the way they make me feel. I love my dog, Cowboy. Dog backwards spells God. He makes me calm. He plugs me into the beautiful part of the world, what I call nature's voice, her rhythms, her rhymes. He reminds me every day to take a step backwards and smell the roses. He's taught me more about life in the past year than I've learned in a lifetime. When I reflect back when I was a kid, my fondest memories were of a place I used to go in the summer called White Sand Beach. I think of my brother, Julie, Colleen. We were like the Four Musketeers, but my brother and I alone were like Billy the Kid and Robin Hood, if you can imagine that. Well, we reunited 100 years later, and it was like time had stood still. We all seemed to survive, living in the eye of the storm, kind of ignoring the chaos like it didn't exist and painting our own beautiful picture of life. Maybe we all inherited a leaf in the wind alchemistic approach. I don't know. Enjoying the journey, especially the unpredictable tsunami or hurricane. We love this storm. We're all very different though, but we all shared was an inner childlike spirit that was still there. The sparkle in the eye never left. Eccentric, maybe. Avant-garde, for sure. Creating our own reality that made us feel good. Ignoring the real world and creating our own. I watched, listened, as Peter and Julie arranged not what I would call the typical Hollywood business meeting. I filmed it. They talked about life, about death, about the journey. And then it was interesting as I said, maybe other people would like this story. It's very unique. About doing a documentary, or as Peter calls it, a sockumentally. Maybe about concentrating on the story of coming back together, three friends. Changes, perspectives, caring for one another, having a deeper understanding, and accepting each other for who and what we've become. 6 years ago, Christmas Eve, my brother called me on the phone. He goes, "David, you're not going to believe this. I'm talking to Hap." That was our older brother that had died. I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, you're not going to believe it. You got to come over here." Anyways, from that day, Peter's been a spiritual muppet, a human puppet, as he calls it. The light went into his body, controls his moves, his thoughts, his life. He can do 27 things that no one on the planet can do. And, it's interesting. Maybe that would be a good documentary if they thought about it. I knew I could make an explosive movie, but I couldn't tell them that. I didn't want to interrupt their meeting that seemed to go on even through the winter. For me, the world was spinning out of control. I'm an alchemist, and I escape into my own reality with my 6-gun, my guitar. I write songs about anything and everything. It's my escape into my own reality. You see, I'm a visual poet, a wordsmith, and I really didn't want to make a documentary. My brother was channeling God like no man or woman in history. That's a story with wings. The challenge will be, how do we make that story fly?